Hey everybody, it's Hans with 18H. Today we're doing a little thing on black cod, aka sablefish. This is one of the most famous fish in California. It is a staple. It's actually caught from Alaska all the way down to Baja, out in the deeper waters. Starts at about 600-700 feet, goes all the way out to 2,000. Doesn't look like a really deep water fish because usually they're kind of scary and weird looking, but this looks like your normal fish. But the beauties about a deep water fish is that it's super high in fat. It's one of the highest omega fat fish around. It's even higher than salmon. So if you want something that's really good for your heart, this is your baby right here. It's just lends itself to so many different things. It's been caught for years and years. Before it was even a big deal on the American market. It was huge on the Japanese market. And they've been buying it since time. And I remember back when I first started working at farmers markets, you couldn't give this stuff away. It was like people just didn't want it. And now a couple of Asian restaurants started doing some different dishes on their menu, and it's huge. Everybody wants it. Everybody's eating it. It's just an incredibly great fish. As far as its flavor, the only real complaint I ever hear about it is that it's soft or mushy. And the only reason it's soft or mushy is that it's just so high in omega oils. It's just dripping with them. And that's just heart healthy, the best thing you can put in your body. The one thing with sablefish is that, it is not everybody's cup of tea, mostly just because it's soft. But if you give it a chance, it's buttery, yummy flavor. If everybody remembers, like Chilean sea bass was the big thing for years back in the day. Everybody wanted Chilean sea bass, and they got kind of overfished, and people stopped it. But this is like our version of Chilean sea bass, being a real deep water, really creamy, yummy fish. And some people don't like it. You might have had a bad experience with it once, but I say please try to give it another try. I'll show you in this segment how to cut all the bones out so you don't end up with those little bones. But a little saute in butter and garlic. And after that, you can add a little bit of honey or a little miso honey to the glaze, and it comes out incredible. It's great baked. It's a win-win fish. Let's start breaking this one down. So just like any other fish, like I've been showing you guys, up behind the head, the meat comes up behind the head, quick cut behind the head, off to the belly, down to that backbone, and then ride that backbone. Right down, comes out. Knife, you can feel the knife when it's on that backbone, comes right out. Lift it over. This fish is pretty much all meat. One of the beauties of it is that would be our byproduct right here. In Japan and Alaska, they catch a lot of bigger ones. They actually sell these collars in Japan, and they deep fry them. And butterfish collars. It's really good. All right, so after we get the fillets out, get the belly bones out, usually this is what it's going to come to you in the package. I like to leave the skin on. Skin's like one of the better parts of this fish. Really helps keep it together, crisps up really nice, better than a lot of fish does even. So it's the pin bones of these fish that usually get people discouraged, and I'll show you a quick way to get them out. If you take your finger and you run it up the spine of the fish, you'll see the line, and you'll actually feel when they stop, and you put it right there. So what you do, simply take your knife, where they stop, you just do a quick line, then overlap it with this, and then cut on the other side of the line, the other side of the bones, right down to the skin. And then all you do is just pull it off. Whoop. It's right off. And then the skin holds it together, and it's great for frying up again or whatever. It tends to be a little bit of a D right there, but it really is nice not to have any bones. Or if you want to just pull the bones out after it's cooked, that's fine too. So with that, after this is cooked, this usually just sauteed in a pan. Just an incredible white meat dish. I like, my favorite recipe is simply brown it, salt and pepper and pretty deep butter until it gets a nice golden brown on it. I usually go flesh side first, then flip it on to the skin side. And then I like to take a big spoonful of miso, put that into the pan. At the same time, I do a nice, almost equal sized teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever it requires of honey. And then you get a honey miso glaze on this fish. Let it go for a while, give it a flip, get a lot of that butter miso sauce on top, so you can serve it that on the plate. It's just incredible. In Japan, this fish is so fatty that they actually render it. for the actual fat comes off of the fish, and they make some of the better soups and consommes out of that. It's a lot of people's favorite fish. And I get a lot of either I love black cod butterfish. Where is it? I can't stand it, but it really, you cannot beat its flavor or its health quality. So please give the sablefish, give the butterfish a try. Just about always have it. And it's caught right here, right of our own fishermen. And it's a really neat product. So give it a try. Butterfish, sablefish, black cod. Black cod is what you're going to hear it called mostly. So thanks a lot. Give it a try.